passage, does this sound a little bit intimidating or a little bit weird? It talks about a lot of supernatural stuff in this passage, doesn't it? And things that's oftentimes, now this is where I talk about, you remember how I've said before that sometimes we perceive the Holy Spirit as like the drunk uncle at a wedding? Because he's kind of acting a little funny. You're not 100% sure what's going on over there in the corner, but you know you're related to him, so you have to kind of acknowledge him a little bit. It's kind of one of those sort of things. This is one of those passages that really exposes the Holy Spirit, because there's a lot of stuff in here that is supernatural. And oftentimes when we look at lists like this and we hear things like speaking in tongues and miracles and healing and words of wisdom and knowledge and stuff like that, we can start to think of this is the stuff that sometimes when I've been around it, I feel a little bit weird and awkward. Have you ever been? I have been made to feel weird and awkward around people practicing gifts of the Holy Spirit like this, okay? And I'm going to tell you 3 reasons why most of us will or do sometimes feel that way. One, there are people who are operating in those gifts who are quirky. Have you ever been around some quirky people operating in some of these gifts? You could just nod your head and say yes. I'm sure we all know somebody who might come across as quirky operating in those gifts. But the whole point of the matter, and this is what I like to say, is if you're a quirky person to start with, you're not going to be any less quirky when the Holy Spirit hits you. You following me? So no matter, if they're doing natural things or things in the natural that have nothing to do with the Holy Spirit, they're going to come across a little bit quirky, and you might scratch your head sometimes when you're talking to them. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. But that doesn't diminish the work of the Holy Spirit. It just means that because you're partnering with God, that the imperfections that you have are going to come out when you express gifts. Do you follow me? And this is true of natural gifting or non-natural gifting. It doesn't matter. When the Holy Spirit hits you, if you're quirky, it's going to be quirky. So what we need to do is we need to start looking at people and understanding in their quirkiness, it's okay. We remove the quirkiness part and we get to the what the Holy Spirit's trying to do, and we try to look into that and understand, okay, God's at work, and what is he trying to do here?